free
Kansas City Chiefs.
on YouTube.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. Spins past him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Blue. 18.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Trubisky rolling to his left. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely...
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Lock in, lock in.
On third down, Trubisky steps away. And that will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. Here we go on fourth down with Trubisky. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Yellow. Attack, attack.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take off with it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down, Chiefs.
I don't need to. I don't need to.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mahomes. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. Stiff-armed him. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. his throw's going to be incomplete. That time, Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Well, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
44, Mike, 44.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. Kelce, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Push him back. Push him back. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Chiefs 14, Bears nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
I'm just going to send Bates for this thing. He's going to suck.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing here, Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Check 53, Mike.
18.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Alert flare.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Trubisky. Sliding out of the pocket. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, and down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 22, Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Check. Hey, watch it. Shoot.
Now it's Trubisky. Rolling to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 39. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. This is McCoy. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. They're rolling that right. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol after the big play and chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Not a TDTF.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
There's going to be a boot to the outside. Okay.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe
Anywhere else on the field would have been called incomplete.
And he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now this throw caught left side. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's get off the field,
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Trubisky will throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow.
You.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
3 buzz.
Here's McCoy. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
That would make sense.
KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Open man is Hill. He's got it. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Ron Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Trubisky to throw, eluding the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now Trubisky to throw, on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Rolling to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right?
Do what?
They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mahomes flush to his right. It's Kelsey.
I haven't run some plays like that.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. On 1st down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He finds McCoy. It's a gain of 5.
They work at first play.
And it'll be a 2nd down.
I felt kind of bad where I did it, dude.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's
He's
fine
protecting
too.
me.
That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle.
Is he watching my live stream? Because every time I switch a play, he switches a play. It's really
pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Uh-oh, it's on the right time.
Mahomes firing complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ah, he's chasing me.
Steps away to his left. He'll take a shot
I'm
to the
right
end zone.
there. Let's just throw it right there.
By the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And not much on the
He's on the field day. Remember,
He'll take it
they
only
were
up
safety.
to the 9-yard line.
He's intercepting me again. It's like interception pass.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Is he watching my live stream? Y'all know? No, I'm talking about him.
So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up
It's
with.
like he knows what I picked.
Time to talk it over. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
How would that be
If there's
penalty?
contact coming from
What
both
is an
sides,
actual total?
no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the back.
I'm just pulling that safety now. I'm calling slant plays.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And then I'm going to send, because that safety always pulls, and I just hit Watkins right in the middle.
Mahomes going to throw it here.
Every single time. Boom. Did it again.
Watkins.
That time it was a touchdown.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
No.
Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this.
Who runs those play action plays with a quarterback that can't throw on the run? I don't understand.
And pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On the ground, Kamara. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Get up. 180. Lock in, lock in.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Switch.
On 3rd down, Trubisky.
Good
And my goodness, another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
15.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. And this will be caught. We'll forget
Watch that. Watch that.
Gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I'm a douchebag. I feel really bad for him to score up bad with 1 second. I hacked it at 1 second to score it on.
This late, not necessary.
I feel like a
This is
douchebag.
Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
The
about it.
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Chiefs, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13, and they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Me too. See y'all. See you, man.